He was 17, homeless and hopeless. Now people pay him millions to speak. He was 17, he had no home, he had no money, he had no food and no one to believe in him, but he had one thing, and that was a decision to fire inside him, a hunger that would one day change millions of lives. He was born in pain, raised in chaos, surrounded by violence. His mother was broken, his father was gone, his world was shaking, and all he could do was protect his little siblings and cry in silence every night. He slept not knowing what the next day would bring, and every morning he woke up with fear in his chest. At the age of 17, his mother told him to leave. She screamed, she pushed, she locked the door behind him. And he stood outside with nothing but his name, his dreams, and his burning soul. He had no bed, no job, no education, no backup, no safety net, only one belief, that life was more than what he was living. He started working as a janitor. He cleaned floors, he carried trash, he worked late into the night. And when he came home to a tiny room that was not even as he read, he studied, he learned about psychology, success, human behavior, anything that could help him escape this cage. He discovered the power of mindset. He found mentors in books. He listened to tapes. He wrote down goals. And he said them aloud every day. I am not my past. I am not my pain. I am more than this, and I will rise. He joined seminars. He found a mentor named Jim Rohn, and he watched, listened, learned, absorbed. And then he acted. He began helping others, coaching small groups, speaking in rooms with only 10 people, and no one cared who he was, but he spoke like he was born to change lives, and slowly people listened. He grew, and then he exploded. His energy, his passion, his voice, his message was unlike anyone else. He was real, he was raw, he was relentless. He did not teach theory. He taught action, transformation, breakthroughs. He made people walk on fire, cry with power, scream with purpose. He became Tony Robbins, a man, the machine, the movement. He created audio programs that sold across the world. He wrote books that helped people escape depression, break addiction, build empires. And he did it all without ever going to college, without ever stopping to complain, without ever letting his excuses win. He coached presidents, athletes, billionaires, soldiers, students, prisoners, anyone who was willing to grow. He stood on stages in front of 50,000 people, and his voice shook the room like thunder, his eyes burned like fire, and his presence made the impossible feel small. But he never forgot his roots. He gave food to millions. He built schools. He created programs for the poor, the abused, the forgotten, because he knew how it felt to be invisible, and he swore he would never let another soul stay stuck in that darkness if he could help it. Tony Robbins is not a speaker. He is not a businessman. He is not just a name. He is a reminder, a symbol that you can start with nothing and still give everything, that you can fall and rise again, that you can go from sleeping on a floor to flying in a jet, and all it takes is belief, discipline, and action. So if you are lost, if you are broke, if you are tired, if you think your story is over, then look at him and remember that no storm lasts forever, no pain is permanent, no failure defines you, and no one but you gets to decide how your story ends. Think big, start small, act like you are rich even if your pockets are empty, because the real wealth is not outside, it is inside. And the moment you decide is the moment everything begins to change. Just like Tony did.